You know that you are as cold as ice to me. You know that you are
Let me take a second, we reflecting with the light, but this the life, I fucking love it. Wouldn't trade it to be white, now that's alright. I got the right at birth, the devil's redefining worth.
someday you'll pay the price.
No, I don't break a fold, I need and bake the dough, then recreate the flow. They think they making though, what they forsake is so essential. Over lentils, get your issue, guess who's on this instrumental with you? Gives a damn if we was family, view unread and call it spam. I'm not a fan of Antichrist, they slayed the man, I swayed the Tim like here I am, the son of Sam is taking shots at David Berkowitz. Pussy.
Someday you'll pay the price.
A different discipline existed in this New York state of mind. Say since not no, not the actor, but the year we's effort. Not one thing in mind to grind until this gavel turns his words to mirth from Babel.
You know that you are as cold as ice to me. You know that you are
Front lines is 69, I follow protocol. This kingdom built on guy bones, so I can't love Esau, and I can't fuck with y'all. I ain't gotta say it twice, you vouching for the enemy, but
someday you'll pay the price.
look, my father ain't have a father cause of dope, I'm anti-politics. Cause Christ died from a vote. How the richest nation locked the homeless up for being cold. How ironic they relating smoking weed to getting stoned. You trim your ways and seek they love. I'ma bring this sword back wet with a vesta dipped in blood. Niggas giving up when they don't even give enough. Going nowhere fast, niggas always in a rush. I give them love cause my brothers lost. Christians eating, watch they brothers starve. No way I can serve another God. I give my love cause my brothers lost. Christians eating, watch they brothers starve. I can't serve another God.
You know that you are as cold as ice to me. You know that you are
I got you. Let it ride real quick. Look. The city eyes. It's time to vote God. My God, a real nigga. Cause he wasn't no flaw. Posted on the corner like a watchdog. Family secure, got that shot in the closet by the ball. Fuck what they heard, but tell them it's all true. Be cautious, that foundation falls to you fall through. They gon' fall. Look, I keep this shit 50 times 2. Ain't no more heart in this game, I'm John Q. We colder than the avalanche, way above average. Fierce taste sweet, told him make me an apple tree. Left us in the valley full of bones, this where hope found. Java, come on, man. Dark sands get broke down. Riding through Evans through a mall quad. Telling me how them crackers turn this childhood to a ghost town. Focus out, nigga, I lay that game down. I feel his pain, cause nothing is the same now. Never light shine like heaven through a rain cloud. Glock have a fit like my child, so tangent. Try to warn them niggas, we bear arms like tarantulas. Them mother niggas rap, I make anthems. I really see prophets under this banner. Made my enemies bow down on camera. Told my design I wanted black and white like a panda. I'm better than that nigga that sunk dirty to handle. Look, I move like a Priscilla, precious cargo, spirit ancient, but I got a new semi-auto. Wave that bitch around like where's Wardo. Sleep if they won't, I cut through they Z's like I'm Zorro. Pay me for his name, so I gotta keep that steel clutch. Trust me, I'm not what you think. I squeeze till it click like Dorothy when the heels touch. The world got me dumb, I don't feel much. Round with Yara down, just left the state bridge. Looking for a bitch better than Baby's kid. Remember, I dropped Quiet Storm, I've been gone ever since. Still in the field, fuck them niggas on the fence, yeah.
Compounded semaglutide is not FDA approved. Wegovy is.
I just went by the nursery. Wasn't looking.
Audiences are calling Marvel Studios The Fantastic Four, a live-action incredible.
Warrior with the hands, that's what I'm all about. Hunger in my eyes, vengeance in my mouth. They don't want no altercation. Situation gon' get critical. It's best that you be easy. The end gon' be biblical. Look, flow like a river. It's something like a miracle. Royalty in my veins, loyalty in my ways. Pay back in every breath, plus revenge in my heart. The truth in every word. Bring light into the dark. And I ain't never lukewarm. Shit, I blazing in the season. Got plenty food for thought. Just gotta watch who I'm feeding. And I been walking with them angels. So I guess I got this pistol for no reason. Niggas barely breathing, criticizing all my achievements. Won't make me weak. Nah, it won't make me slack off. These niggas baby fat soft. Better bear witness or back off. I be ripping shit like sackcloth. Dumb dogs all barked out. Behind me say I cup full. No room for emotion. So I pour my heart out. This road hard, but I intend to stay. And if it ain't UPK, then they in the way. My niggas righteous, they real, they down to suffer. Flow so deep, it drown a motherfucker. He say he in the truth, oh yeah? Well, this the home. And I don't hate them brothers, I'm just too loyal to my own. Plus what they believe, hard for me to follow. No rank me, no head, and I ain't leaving this body to live and sleep in hollow. So when they ask I'm UPK, you tell them absolutely. And I ain't trimming my ways for nothing, gotta execute me. Cause I can never die with my tail tucked between my legs. Shit I be thinking, watching my daughters tucked in their bed. They so smart, and Alana, she so beautiful, but they ain't like other babies, and they daddy far from usual. Now I'm missing cause I'm about my father's business. It ain't about this shit I used to do in that 98 Navy, the tan leather seats. See, without wisdom, this world make you weak. I found out that the truth was bitter, the lies are sweet. Tried everything, I guess me and Johanna had to meet. Now I make the blind see, and I make the dead speak. And teach both my little girls the day that they lie with them.
All right, y'all, let's clap it up. Shalom, Israel. This is the Israelite School Universal and Practical Knowledge. Start out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander General Yana. I'm Precinct Officer Karan Yala, the ISUBK, under Commander General Yana, and this is the Wednesday night law class. So we're going to be getting into the book of Susanna. You understand? Of course, this is the law class, so we're going to get into some laws of the Bible. You understand? That brother, he got an apocrypha back there? All right. If I could, Ashior, go to the book of Susanna. Start at the first verse. Baba Kashah. Make sure all them brothers got it.
Oh, I can got it. Yes, yes. All right.
Whenever you're ready.
Somehow we ready? Yeah. This is the book of Susanna, chapter 1, verse 1. There dwelt a man in Babylon called Joachim, and he took a wife whose name was Susanna, the daughter of Chelcias, I don't know.
Chelcias,
a very fair woman and one that feared the Lord.
Right. So this takes place during the time of the Babylonian captivity, right? And this brother Joachim, you understand, which his name in the Hebrew means Yahweh has raised up. You understand? I forget the pronunciation of it. But this brother, you understand, he had a wife. Her name was Susanna, you understand? And when they say she was a fair woman, this was a bad sister, a pretty sister to look at, you understand? Wow. But read that last part. After a very fair woman.
And one that feared the Lord.
Now I got a question, right? I'm gonna direct this question to the young man. Do you know what it means to fear God?
I think what it means to fear God is to maybe to sin.
To fear him is to sin?
Or at least committing the act of sinning and fearing the consequences.
That's the complete opposite. If you go sin against God, that means you don't fear God. To fear God is to keep God's commandments. You understand? It's the same concept of if your father gives you something to do or tells you to do something, if you fear that your father is going to punish you, you understand, or discipline you for going against what he said, then you're going to do exactly what he said. So to fear the Lord is to keep his commandments. You understand? Read on.
Verse 3. Her parents also were righteous and taught their daughter according to the law of Moses.
Her parents were righteous as well. You understand? And they taught her according to the laws of Moses. Any brother want to give me an example of some of the laws that you can find in the books that Moses wrote?
Come, sir. You got the dietary law.
Right.
You got law of cleanliness. Law of marriage.
Right. All of these laws, right? In the ISUPK under Commander General Yohana, we have been trained to keep these laws by men who have been trained to keep these laws by men who have been trained to keep these laws, if that makes sense. You understand? So our organization, and I'm directing this to you, brother, since you might not know about the whole gist of our organization, as the children of Israel, as the sons and daughters of the Most High, as the brothers that are the apostles of Christ today, you understand? We keep the laws of the Old Testament. In the Christian church, they'll tell you that it's okay to eat pork. It's okay to eat shrimp, crab, and lobster. They'll tell you, come as you are, you understand? And of course, with that concept, come as you are in the Christian church, they're telling you to come as you are because they don't expect you to change, nor are they going to help you to change because they don't know the Bible. You understand? On top of that, it's the Christian church is a hustle. It's a money grab. So if you got a lot of people that coming to the Christian church and it's a place where you can change, or it's a place where you're told that you need to change your life. A lot of people won't go into the Christian church. That's why in the ISUBK under Commander General Yohana, our numbers are very small compared to the Christian church. Because in Christianity, you can go there, get high, sleep with somebody's woman. They even touch children in Roman Catholic churches and in our churches in the ghettos. You understand? It's the same concept in church over and over. But here in the ISUBK under Commander General Yohana, and we stress that this is under Commander General Yohana because Commander General Yohana, he held on to the blueprint of the men that taught him to keep the law. You understand? And with that, he dedicated his life to keeping the law and training other brothers to keep the law. That's why you have a school in the ISUBK where we thrive on brotherhood, which is the whole reason for the law, for us to have brotherhood. You understand? Read on it, Susanna.
Verse 4. Now Jehoiakim was a great rich man, and had a fair garden joining unto his house, and to him resorted the Jews, because he was more honorable than all others.
Now, right, understand this. At this time, the children of Israel, we in captivity at this time under the Babylonians, just like we in captivity right now up under America. You understand? And just like you have rich Israelites today, LeBron James, your Kobe Bryants, you understand? I could go on and on, but you got rich blacks and Latinos today that live in this empire. Joachim was no different, but the difference between him and the rest of those people that I just named, he was an honorable brother. You understand? This brother kept the law, and he was a brother that was hospitable. He was a brother that had brotherhood. He was a brother that did charitable works. You understand? That's why the Israelites, they like to come mess with him. They like to come to his house, throw parties and all of that type of stuff, because this brother had brotherhood, right? Keep going.
Verse 5. The same year were appointed two of the ancients of the people to be judges, such as the Lord spake of. The wickedness came from Babylon, from ancient judges, who seemed to govern the people. Right,
because at this time, the children of Israel, we don't necessarily have a physical king over us being in captivity just like today. You understand? We don't have Christ to govern our nation in righteousness. So back then, during this time period of this captivity, we had judges over the nation of Israel. You understand? And these judges, they begin to be the nation over it. These two judges that begin to judge the nation of Israel, these niggas was wicked, just like Samuel's sons. You understand? Just like Eli's sons. A lot of brothers that have a position of power, it goes to their head. They pervert judgment and they do evil acts because. Give me for the love of money is the root of all evil. It's a lot again. Timothy, 1 Timothy 6:10. Now, while you finding that, I'm gonna just expound on some of the laws, right? Our culture. Let me know when you got it.
Go
ahead.
This is the book of 1 Timothy, chapter 6 and verse 10. For the love of money is the root of all evil.
It don't say money is the root of all evil like Christians like to tell you. It say the love of money. Because if you love money, you're going to devise all type of evil plans in your mind. That's where the evil starts. When you start thinking about, damn, how can I get this money? Oh, I know what I got to do. You understand? And then you act on those evils that was planted in your mind. You understand? Go ahead.
Which while some coveted after, they have erred from the faith.
Right. A lot of brothers that was in prominent positions, you understand, over the nation of Israel, but they got greedy and they erred from keeping the laws of God. They erred from the faith of doing what the Lord told us to do. Continue.
And pierced themselves through with many sorrows.
And did what?
Pierce themselves through with many sorrows.
And you're going to see these judges is going to pierce themselves through with sorrows at the end of this story of Susanna. You understand? But just to expound on, that was it on that? Go back to Susanna. But just expound on some of our laws. You understand? Our culture is a righteous culture. You understand? Our God gives us laws to preserve us and to sustain us. You understand? The reason why we have a dietary law that tells us we can't eat pork, shrimp, crab, lobster, etc. is certain animals, you understand, that we're allowed to eat, certain animals we're not allowed to eat. Like, for instance, a pig, you understand? You can read about these laws in Leviticus, the 11th chapter. But the pig, it doesn't have the right digestive system, you understand, to purge out all of the disease that that an animal can get from eating. It got the right feet, you understand, but it don't have both of the characteristics. And the characteristics, as a matter of fact, give me go to Leviticus, the 11th chapter, real quick. And Susanna, not only did she fear the Lord and she kept these dietary laws, but she learned it from her parents. You understand? Because her parents feared the Lord. You understand? That's what the scriptures say, train a child up the way that he shall go so he don't depart from it. If we teach our children our law, statutes, and commandments, our culture, you understand? When they get older, we're going to see their pictures on these walls. And they're going to be raising up their sons and raising up their daughters. And then it'll keep going to where we don't have to actually learn the law anymore. We've been doing it for so damn long. It's like somebody celebrating Christmas today. Our people know Christmas is on December 25th. You ain't got to teach them how to put Christmas ornaments on a damn Christmas tree. You don't got to teach somebody that they should go door to door with a costume on and go trick-or-treating. All of those false holidays and the things that we learn in this empire are not our culture. So the important thing for us to do is to come back into our culture, go find the men that actually know these laws, keep these laws. That way we can train up our children, and that way our culture can be embedded again in our DNA like it was in times past. You got that for me? Leviticus 11th chapter.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 11.
It's in the bigger one now.
Yeah, just hold the spot, and the little one help him, Ashiar. You understand? Another thing too, like with our laws that the Lord gave us. You understand? These dietary laws, like I said, is to preserve us. If our people didn't eat all of these abominations, our grandmothers wouldn't have high blood pressure, gout. You understand? Heart disease, diabetes. You understand? People going to the hospital, like what the brother Pimp C say, Kasar, sir? He said, I eat so much shrimp, I got iodine poisoning. And he said that as a flex. That's the dumbest thing that you can think of, like, for real. Right. Like and it's so evil in this, right? Our people, we love destruction so much, you understand, that we will literally make songs and basically make odes to us destroying ourselves because it's a flex in this empire, because we envy the oppressor. We like his ways. Right. You're right, brother. You know what I'm saying? We glorify it. And it's evil at the detriment to our own people. You understand? You got that? Read that for me, Baba Kashan.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 11, verse 1. And the Lord spake unto Moses and to Aaron, saying unto them, speak unto the children of Israel, saying, these are the beasts which ye shall eat among all the beasts that are on the earth. Whatsoever parteth the hoof, and is cloven-footed, and cheweth the cud among the beasts, that shall ye eat.
Right. A land animal that walks around on planet Earth, it has to be cloven footed and cheweth the cud. Cloven footed is basically it has the hoof of a cow, a sheep, a goat. You understand? Keep going. Oh, and so like you're chewing the cud it's like it's a digestive system of like a cow, a sheep, but the digestive, just to expound on it a little bit more, the digestive system of a cow is this. The cow chews the grass up, swallows the grass, it goes through the different stomachs that the cow has. The cow regurgitates it, chews that, which is the cud, swallows it again. It passes through the cow's digestive system to get all of the waste out of this. I mean, the impurities out of the food that the cow is eating. You understand? The Lord made the hoof of these animals with a protective cover. So when it's walking around out there in the it could be in the wild or just walking around grazing and stuff, it don't just scratch its feet up against a sharp rock or something. You understand? To where it makes its feet prone to catching diseases because it got a hard cover over the actual foot of the cow. You understand? And the Lord did this in order to preserve us so we don't catch diseases from foods that we eat. You understand? Drop down to when it's talking about the animals in the water. Let me see.
Verse 9. It's like the book of Leviticus, chapter 11, and verse 9.
Mm-hmm.
These shall ye eat of all that are in the water.
Right.
Whatsoever hath fins and scales in the waters, in the seas, and in the rivers, them shall ye eat.
Young man, let me ask you a question. Pass on the mic, Ashar. What is the only thing that lives in waters that have scales and fins on them?
Fish.
That's it. You understand? Okay. But not all fish have scales. Like catfish don't have scales. I believe it's a fish called the mahi fish, which a lot of those the Polynesians like that fish. That don't have scales on it. We ain't supposed to eat no damn sharks. You understand? Eels. We can't eat mussels, crabs, shrimps. None of those are fish. You understand? So that's the dietary law concerning animals that are in the waters. Susanna and her family kept those dietary laws. Wow. And I don't want to really just get into the whole dietary law because the class is not on that. But when you read down in the book of Leviticus, it talks about rats, weasels, turtles, everything that's an abomination to you, on down to certain birds that we're not supposed to consume, like birds of prey. You understand? Like go ahead. You want to say something?
I was gonna say, what about like certain birds like quail or dove?
Quails, doves, those are lawful. You understand? But a raven, an eagle, you understand? An ostrich, all of those birds, they eat live animals. You understand? Those are birds of ducks. We ain't supposed to eat ducks. A duck is in the swine family. You understand? So all of those birds are an abomination unto us. And then it gets into insects. The insects, I believe, is locusts, beetles. I didn't do no research because we were just talking the other week about the potato bug. Is a potato bug lawful, sir? It kind of looked like a locust, but I don't know if it leaps up in the air. I'm not sure. You understand? But I'm gonna have to do some research on that, actually. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Those are just some of the dietary laws. Salaki, give me Leviticus 20 and Exodus 20 and 14.
Like, so do you want me to go up 2 verses? Or maybe with 1 verse?
What is 14 saying? Yeah, just read that. Mm-hmm.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 20, and verse 14.
And the reason why I'm having you hit this point is because the book of Susanna is about adultery. Right? Go ahead.
Thou shalt not commit adultery.
Right? Salakia. Go to Leviticus 20 and 10. Because a lot of people get the misconception of adultery is a man having more than one woman, which that's not the case.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 20, and verse 10.
Mm-hmm.
And the man that committeth adultery with another man's wife, even he that committeth adultery with his neighbor's wife,
Mm-hmm.
the adulterer and the adulteress shall surely be put to death.
Young man, according to what he just read, what is adultery?
Meaning unlawful sex acts against someone that's basically sleeping with somebody's wife.
There you go. Give me a hand.
Yeah.
That's exactly what adultery is. You understand? It's a man sleeping with another man's wife. You understand?
Or a wife sleeping with another.
There you,
man.
there you go. There you go. That brother owns it. There you go. You understand? Pass him the mic back. You absolutely correct. You understand? Adultery is not a man pursuing another woman that does not have a husband and him making her his wife, because sex is marriage according to the Bible. You understand? Go back to Susanna for me, Bubba Kashawn. I think we were
Verse 6.
read verse 5 again.
Okay. This is the book of Susanna, chapter 1, verse 5.
Mm-hmm.
The same year were appointed two of the ancients of the people to be judges.
Right. This same year, when they was going to go kick it at Joachim's house, it was two older brothers that was appointed to be judges over the nation of Israel. Go ahead.
Such as the Lord spake of, that wickedness came from Babylon, from the ancient judges, who seemed to govern the people.
Right. These dudes was wicked. They did exactly what the Babylonians did. You understand? And they began to govern over the nation of Israel. Keep going.
These kept much at Joachim's house, and all that had any suits in law came unto them.
Right. They were at Joachim's house a lot. You understand? They spent a lot of time over there. And anybody who had a ought or anything that had to do with the law, or somebody was bringing up charges on somebody, these was the two cats that they went to go see in order to, you understand, for the law to be enforced. These was the judge, just like you go to court today. You understand? Somebody brings up a charge against you, you go sit in front of the judge. When somebody brought up a charge against somebody back then, they go sit in front of these two brothers. They will proceed over the matter. You understand? This is where the judicial system comes from in America, our laws. You understand? But these brothers, they basically held court at this brother's house. Keep going.
Verse 7. Now when the people departed away at noon, Susanna went into her husband's garden to walk. And the two elders saw her going in every day and walking, so that their lust was inflamed toward her.
Right. These two filthy, wicked judges, you understand? They know that this is Joachim's wife. They know this sister has a husband. On top of that, they're at this brother's house all the time, watching his wife walk through the garden, just lusting after her every goddamn day. Keep going.
Verse 9. And they perverted their own mind.
And they did what?
They perverted their own mind.
You know what that means by they perverted their own mind, right? They thought of all of the vile stuff that they wanted to do to her in their own goddamn mind. Keep going. These some old freaky cats. You understand? This is Diddy right here in the Bible. This Shannon Sharp right here. Y'all know Shannon Sharp just settled for $50 million on the SA case. That's these dudes. You know what I'm saying? Keep going. And keep in mind, these brothers got power and influence. They judges in the nation of Israel. This ain't no regular common cat just walking down the street. This is somebody who who is basically above the law right now. You understand? Keep going. Now, of course, they're not above the law in God's eyes. Right. And you're going to see what happened to these cats. Keep going.
And they turned away their eyes that they might not look unto heaven, nor remember just judgment.
Right. They turned away their eyes, meaning their judgment, you understand, and them supposed to be righteous brothers, they turned away from that and was lustful bastards. You understand? Keep going.
And albeit they both were wounded with her love.
Y'all see how the Bible talks? It said they was wounded in her love. Like they was looking at her so bad and couldn't have her that it hurt. Like it hurt these brothers that they couldn't have this sister. Like you got to be a wicked bastard to be hurt because you can't have another man's wife. Keep going.
Yet there's not one shoe another's is grieved.
Right, meaning they didn't express to each other how they felt about Susanna. You understand? They was just doing this in their own mind. Both of them doing it, but they don't know they got the same feelings about this sister. Keep going.
For they were ashamed to declare their lust.
Right. They was ashamed, and rightfully so they should be ashamed. Keep going.
That they desired to have to do with her.
Mm-hmm.
Yet they watched diligently from the day to day to see her.
Ooh, wait. Give me Ecclesiasticus, the 9th chapter. They was watching this sister every goddamn day. You understand? Just burning in their lust toward this sister, right? Give me Ecclesiasticus 9 and what I want. Start at 8. Ecclesiasticus 9 and 8. I'll wait till the brothers got it. Ecclesiasticus is and the book of Ecclesiastes. These are books of wisdom. You understand? Books that can give you some guidance, you understand, on how to remain a righteous brother or sister. And it's life lessons and all of that, you understand? But Ecclesiasticus is a cold book, you understand? It gives you some game on how to keep your integrity, you understand, and protect your health and preserve yourself in a righteous manner, of course. Ecclesiasticus 9:8, come on.
All right, you got it. Ecclesiasticus chapter 9 and verse 8.
Mm-hmm.
Turn away thine eye from a beautiful woman,
mm-hmm.
and look not upon another's beauty.
Right. Turn away your eyes from a beautiful woman and look not upon another's beauty. The reason why it's telling you to not look at a beautiful woman, at another's beauty, is because this is talking about looking at somebody else's wife. You understand? Of course, you're going to look at beautiful women. That's how you pursue for you to get your own damn wife. You understand? You see a sister. Hey, sis, you got a man? No, I'm single. Hey, shalom. My name is Woo Woo. You understand? And you go from there. You understand? But the Bible's not telling you to not look at women at all. The Lord said, be fruitful and multiply. You understand? And our forefather Jacob had 4 wives. That started the nation of Israel. You understand? But this is talking about not looking at somebody else's wife. Keep going. That's why when Christ said, he said, even if a man look on to a woman and lust after her, then he has committed adultery. You can't commit adultery with a woman if she don't got a damn husband. So Christ was talking about looking at a woman that already has a man. Keep going.
For many have been deceived by the beauty of a woman.
Uh-huh.
For herewith love is kindled as a fire.
Right. Many have been deceived by the beauty of women. You understand? And herewith love is kindled as a fire. You understand? It's going to blow up on you if you go deal with somebody else's wife. You got a lot of brothers that's in a grave right now from being caught in somebody's house in the act with dealing with somebody's wife. Right. Yeah, a lot of brothers was deceived by the beauty of that woman. You understand? And somebody put that fire on their ass. Salaki. Keep going.
Verse 9. Sit not at all with another man's wife, nor sit down with her in thine arms.
Right.
And spend not thy money with her at the wine.
Right. These 2 wicked judges, they was willing to do all of this. They was willing to sit down with Susanna, hug on her, kiss on her, buy her drinks, take her out to the club, all of that, because they was evil bastards. And they lusted after this sister. Keep going.
Lest thine heart incline unto her.
Lest what?
Lest thine heart incline unto her.
Yeah, you keep looking at that man's wife, or you keep going to go kick it with that married sister. Eventually, you gonna act on your thoughts. Keep going.
And so through thy desire thou fall in destruction.
Right, and man, let her husband find out or catch on act. You gonna fall. You understand? Through your desire to destruction. Go back to Susanna for me, Baba Kashan. But these brothers, they didn't care about none of that. They cared about getting with Susanna secretly in their own lustful, demon-filled mind. We at 12.
God.
Go ahead. Yeah, read 12.
The book of Susanna, chapter 1, verse 12.
Mm-hmm.
Yet they watched diligently from day to day to see her.
Mm-hmm.
And the one said to the other, let us now go home, for it is dinner time.
Right. So one day, one of them was like, after they've been watching her all day, one of them looked at the other one like, yeah, bro, it's about that time, man. It's time to get up out of here. You understand? Our work is done for the day. Keep going.
So when they were gone out, they parted from one another.
Mm-hmm.
They departed one from the other.
Mm-hmm.
And turning back again, they came to the same place.
Right. So they both split up, about to go home. So they thought the other one was going home, and they came back. You understand? Keep going.
And after that, they had asked one another the cause. They acknowledged their love.
So right when they were supposed to be leaving, going home, they came back, and then when they seen each other, bro, what you doing here? Man, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm trying to go see what's up with Susanna. For real, bro. Me too. They out of pocket. Keep going.
Then appointed they a time both together, when they might find her alone.
Right. So they been conspired against this sister to push up on her. Both of them, you understand, when they catch her by herself, so they could essentially try to run a train on the sister. Keep going.
And it fell out as it watched a fit time. She went in as before, 2 maids only, and she was desirous to wash herself in the garden, for it was hot.
They found a perfect time. They seen her. Oh yeah, she about to go take a bath. It's go time. Keep going.
And there was nobody there to save the 2 elders.
No, there was nobody there save the 2 elders.
There was nobody there save the 2 elders.
There was nobody there but these 2 wicked judges. You understand? It was only them, and this sister went to go wash with her maids. Keep going.
That have hid themselves and watched her.
Right. They was in the cuts, hiding behind a tree. Oh, she about to go up in there right now. 2 creeps. You understand? Keep going.
Then she said to her maids, bring me oil and washing balls, and shut the garden doors, that I may wash me.
Right. She sent the sister to go get all of the products that she used to clean herself. And she told them, man, I got it from here. Y'all go ahead, do y'all thing. I'm about to close this door and do what I got to do. Keep going.
And they did as she bade them,
and
shut the garden doors, and went out themselves at privy doors to fetch the things she had commanded them. But they saw not the elders, because they were hid.
Right. When they left up out of there to go get what the sister required of them, they ain't see the elders. These niggas still hiding behind trees. You understand? Or in a cut somewhere. Keep going.
Now when the maids were gone forth, the 2 elders rose up and ran unto her, saying, behold, the garden doors are shut, that no man can see us. And we are in love with thee. Therefore consent unto us and lie with us.
Break that down, Ashiora. What did they just say to this sister? Basically, you understand? Ain't nobody see us. Like, check it out. What's up? right? Keep going.
If thou wilt not, we will bear witness against thee that a young man was with thee, and therefore thou didst send away thy maids from thee.
Right. Go ahead, sir.
If I may, whatsoever. If I may, just in that other verse above it, where it says, we are in love with thee. Like that's just such a heathen thing or a way, you know what I'm saying?
Sir.
Of the world where a lot of cats think they're in love with this sister,
right?
Because of how she looks,
right?
Because of her body. You
sir.
understand? When really you don't give a damn about that sister,
right?
And you don't give a damn about no one else, because how is that real love? You know what I'm saying?
Sir.
For this woman with the things that they about to do.
No, that day. Get out of one hand. That's an excellent and heavy point. Like that's literally like when you go back to what happened with Dina and Shakim. Shakim, he lusted after her. You understand? Essentially, SA'd her. You understand? And then he was like, "Oh, I love you." Like that's not love. Like he didn't care about that sister. She didn't want to deal with him. You understand? But yeah, that was an excellent heavy point, sir. Go ahead, Ashiar.
Verse 22. Then Susanna sighed and said, I am straightened. Sorry, that's how you say it?
Yeah, straightened.
Then Susanna sighed and said, I am straightened on every side. For if I do this thing, it is death unto me.
It's death. She said, I'm damned if I do, damned if I don't. It like if I do this, it's death unto me, because she feared the Lord. She knew that the Lord would deal with her if she committed adultery on her husband. You understand? Keep going.
If I do it not, I cannot escape your hand. But
if I don't do it, y'all gonna lie on me, bring me to court, and they're going to stone me to death. This sister is deeply saddened by what's about to befall her, well, what she thinks is going to befall her. Now, mind you, this sister is a righteous sister. You understand? She fears the Lord, so she not finna give in. You understand? She was trained to be a daughter of Zion from her youth. Keep going.
It is better for me to fall in your hand and not do it, than to sin in the sight of the Lord.
Did you hear what this like? Give this sister a hand. That's integrity right there. The sister said, man, look, I would rather die getting stoned by y'all than to actually sin against the Lord, because I'm going to die anyway. But I would rather keep my integrity because I fear the Lord. You understand? Right. This sister was a cold sister, right? And I just want to say a quick sidebar, right? Because a lot of these fake Israelites and these Christians, especially the women, they literally sit up here and tell us all the time, you guys bash women. Why don't we see women in your congregation as much as we see y'all? And like, we read these stories about these glorious sisters. Right. You understand? We give these sisters, they just do. The props of the sisters that like the book is called the Book of Susanna. You understand? It's preserved and the book bears her name because of the righteous acts that this sister did. You got Judith, you got Esther, you understand? You got Ruth, right? You got Deborah. You got a lot of great sisters in this book. They just didn't teach the scriptures. You understand? Keep going.
With that, Susanna cried with a loud voice, and the two elders cried out against her.
Ashiar, why did she cry out with a loud voice?
It's like she was trying to expose them, what they were trying to do to them.
Yes, but it's a deeper reason why she cried out, though. What kind of sister is this?
Like, so you mean like, what tribe?
No, not what tribe is she? But what kind of sister is it? Go ahead. She a righteous sister. You understand? When you go into the laws of a sister being forced, in order for it to be valid that this sister is being forced, you understand? Or in order for, I don't want to say that, in order for somebody to know that this sister is being forced, a sister has to cry. She has to scream, hey, help. I'm being assaulted here. You understand? Otherwise, if a sister say that somebody forced her to do something and she didn't make a police report, because that's essentially what she's doing. She damn near making a police report right now. You understand? But a sister don't make a police report, or a sister don't cry out to have somebody hear that she's being taken advantage of. A sister can go around and be like, yeah, this guy did all of this to me. Now, a logical thinking man, a righteous man is going to be like, well, did you scream out? Did anybody help you? Did anybody hear you? Because you see a lot of these cases with a lot of these rich brothers, you understand, like Kobe. They do their thing with these broads, and then eventually, here come the SA charge. But nobody heard her scream out or cry out when that was happening. You understand? Susanna understood, hey, help me. They out of pocket. I'm not with this. You understand? That's why the sister cried out. And then what did they do afterwards? Read that again.
With that, Susanna cried out with a loud voice.
Right. Susanna, Shawashana in the Hebrew. Y'all know what Susanna means? It means lily. That's the Lord's favorite flower. You understand it? Like, this sister parents feared and loved the Lord so much, they named their daughter after God's favorite flower. That's heavy. You understand what I'm saying? Keep going.
And the two elders cried out against her.
They cried out against her. They had to, hey, we seen, we caught her in the act. You understand? Because they know, oh yeah, if we don't get the people to believe that she did the wrong, then it's gonna fall back on us, and everybody gonna know. They're gonna be exposed. We're gonna be exposed to be the creeps that we are and that we always have been. Keep going.
Then ran the one and opened the garden door. So when the servants of the house heard the cry in the garden, they rushed in at the privy door to see what was done unto her. But when the elders had declared their matter, the servants were greatly ashamed.
Right.
For there was never such a report made of Susanna.
Right. They looking at Susanna like, sis, I know. Like, no, we thought you was a good girl. They never heard nothing like this from Susanna. You understand? They was like not her, for real. Like, it broke their heart. You understand? This was a loving, kind sister. You understand? That feared the Lord. If you got a sister that feared the Lord, she's going to be a charitable sister. She's going to have sisterhood. She's going to be a nice, soft-spoken sister that just loves everybody. She's going to cook meals for you. Like the perfect example of Susanna today is our sisters that's in the ISUBK under command of General Hunter. You understand? Our sisters cook us food. You understand? Like, I see any of you brothers' wives, I'm hugging them. They bringing me a plate. You understand? Salaki, sir, you want a drink? This is how Susanna was. You understand? This was a sister that was honorable, righteous, charitable. You understand? A sister that understood her role as a daughter of Zion in this nation. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
And it came to pass the next day, when the people were assembled to her husband Joachim, the two elders came also full of mischievous imagination against Susanna to put her to death.
Right. Susanna finna go to trial.
They want to kill her.
Yeah, because that's the law. If a woman commits adultery, you understand, like we just read in Leviticus, the 20th chapter and the 10th verse, she and the adulterer is to be put to death. You understand? Back in the times when people enforced the law, a broad got caught in the act of adultery, or if they could prove that she committed adultery, she would be stoned, and the man that she committed adultery with. Keep going.
And said before the people, send Susanna, daughter of Chelcias, Joachim's wife. And so they sent.
Right. Susanna is on trial for her life. She's literally fighting the death penalty right now. Keep going.
So she came with her father and mother, her children, and all her kindred.
Right. You like when you go to court, you understand, today, like you on trial for murder for your life. You understand? The people that's gonna be in the audience is gonna be your family. This is the same thing that was happening back then. What happens today? You understand? This is a court case right here in the Bible. Keep going.
Now Susanna was a very delicate woman, and beauteous to behold.
This sister was a very delicate woman and beauteous to behold. This sister was a soft-spoken sister, you understand? And she was bad. She was very pretty. Now watch what these wicked bastards do. Keep going.
And these wicked men commanded to uncover her face, for she was covered, that they might be filled with her beauty.
Do you see how evil these bastards are? Like they lied on this sister to get her to go on trial, to basically give her the death penalty because she wouldn't give in to sleep with these brothers. And as she's walking in the courtroom, you understand, they like, hey, take that veil off your head. And they didn't do that in honor of the court. You understand? They did that because they just wanted to see how pretty she was for the last couple minutes of her life. These dudes is evil as hell. Keep going.
Therefore, her friends and all that saw her wept.
They love this sister. You understand? They know what's going to happen to her. Keep going.
Then the two elders stood up in the midst of the people and laid their hands upon her head.
Keep going.
And she weeping looked up toward heaven, and her heart trusted in the Lord.
Read that last part again.
For her heart trusted in the Lord.
Right. She still know that there's hope because she trusts in the Most High God. Even though these judges are putting her on trial for her life and she could possibly get stoned to death, she's still reverencing the Lord in the time of her heaviness of heart, or in the time of her being unsure of what's going to happen in her life or to her life in the next couple minutes. Keep going. Damn right, sir. Most High Christ out of line.
And the elders said, as we walked in the garden alone, this woman came in with two maids and shut the garden doors and sent the maids away. Then a young man who there was hid came unto her and laid with her. Then we that stood in a corner of the garden, seeing this wickedness, ran unto them. And when we saw them together, the man we could not hold, for he was stronger than we, and opened the door and leaped out. But having taken this woman, we asked who the young man was, but she would not tell us. These things do we testify.
Right. So they got up there and basically got on the stand and came up with this believable story to tell all of these people to convict Susanna. They said it was a young cat that went to go lay with her. We seen her, jumped up. Hey, what y'all doing? He younger, he's stronger than us because we old. We couldn't hold him, so he pushed us out the way and got little on us. Right? Keep going.
Then the assembly believed them.
Huh? The assembly what?
Believed them.
Come on.
As those were the elders and the judges of the people.
Right. The reason why they believed them is like, these are judges. Why are they gonna lie? Right. Just like just like when you go to court today, you could be completely innocent, but that district attorney is gonna be like, he's guilty, he did this, he did that. The jury of your peers, so-called, they gonna believe that district attorney. You know why? Because we ain't them. We don't have a position like a judge is supposed to be looked at as somebody that keeps the law, somebody that's righteous, somebody that's just all law abiding and go straight by the book. Just like people believe a district attorney is. They not knowing that these goddamn judges is wicked as hell. You understand? But somebody knows. Watch this. Keep going.
So they condemned her to death.
Mm-hmm.
Then Susanna cried out with a loud voice and said,
Right.
O everlasting God,
Mm-hmm.
that knowest the secret and knowest all things before they be.
Mm-hmm.
Thou knowest that they have borne false witness against me.
Uh-huh.
And behold, I must die.
Right.
Whereas I never did such things as these men have maliciously invented against me.
She said, these Negroes invented this against me, man. Not laughing at the sister because she crying out. You understand? But she said they lying on me. Lord, you know I ain't did this. She crying to the Lord with all her soul. Imagine you are about to walk to the damn the gas chamber or the electric chair, if they still have those anywhere, or to go get the needle. And you know damn well you innocent. And you crying out to the Lord. Lord, they know I didn't do this. She's crying how a woman cries. She's bawling, you understand? Like, my life is over because they invented some BS about me, and now I gotta die for this. Please, Lord, deliver me. You understand? Keep going.
And the Lord heard her voice.
And what?
And the Lord heard her voice.
The Lord heard her. Remember, this is a righteous sister. You understand? This is a daughter of Zion. The scriptures say the Lord does not hear a sinner's prayers. Keep going.
Therefore, when she was led to be put to death, the Lord raised up the Holy Spirit of a young youth whose name was Daniel.
Whose name was what?
Whose name was Daniel.
This is the Daniel of the Old Testament that the book of Daniel is about. This is how Daniel got his name. This is how he got his fame in the nation of Israel. Watch what Daniel do. Daniel was a cold young brother. And it don't say exactly how old he was, but it say he was a youth. Meaning his brother was probably like a teenager or something like that. Keep going.
Who cried with a loud voice, I am clear from the blood of this woman.
Imagine they're walking off to go stone this sister, and Daniel just jump up. Hey, I got something to say. I don't think she did it. They get to looking back at Daniel like, who was little bro? Keep going.
Then all the people turned them toward him and said, what mean these words that thou hast spoken?
They like, what you mean? What you mean you don't believe it? Give us the insight that you got, because it clearly sounds like she did it. And these is two judges. You mean to tell me you don't believe them? Keep going.
So he, standing in the midst of them, said, are ye such fools?
Are ye what?
Fools?
Man, look, Daniel got some cojones on him. Are y'all dumb? That's what Daniel said. Are you retarded? Keep going.
Ye sons of Israel, that without examination or knowledge of the truth, ye have condemned the daughter of Israel.
Y'all didn't even give her a fair trial, bro. Y'all didn't even get her side of the story. Y'all just taking these judges' word for face value, and y'all about to go unalive a daughter of Israel. Keep going.
Return yet again to the place of judgment. For they have borne false witness.
Everybody come back in the courtroom. I'm not letting this go down like this. Come on. Everybody get back up in here. Keep going.
Wherefore, all the people turned again in haste, and the elders said unto him, come, sit down among us, and show it us. Seeing God hath given thee the honor of an elder.
These elders of the nation of Israel, like, hey, little brother, like, come sit around us. You understand? Take one of these seats right here and come show us what you know, since the Lord has given you the honor of an elder. You understand? Keep going.
Then said Daniel unto them.
And hold on, and quick sidebar, right? I want to clap it up for these elders too, right? Because when you look at our nation today, you understand, especially in Christianity, they'd tell you if you get into a battle with a Christian, and this is an older Christian, they'd tell you, oh man, I've been doing this before you was even born. Oh, you don't know what you're talking about. You young. These elders didn't do that. They was like, man, let's hear the young brother out. Let's see what he got to say. Because these elders had some wisdom about themselves. You understand? They wasn't no old fools. They're like, okay, I see you feel very strongly about this. So give us your insight. Let us know what you think. You understand? Keep going.
Then Daniel said unto them, put these two aside, one far from another, and I will examine them.
Hold on, read that again.
So then Daniel said unto them, put these two aside, one far from another, and I will examine them.
Y'all know what Daniel is doing right here? Anybody want to take a stab at what Daniel's doing right here? Go ahead.
So I guess they're like, when I got in trouble as a kid with my siblings.
These ain't kids though.
Concept.
Remember, this is a legal court case.
Concept.
This is a crime.
They want to see if one story is different than the other guys.
What is that called though?
Interrogation.
There you go. This is an interrogation. Daniel is essentially the police right now. You understand? Like, he's a detective. He's trying to get to the bottom of the story because he don't believe them. Now read on. Go ahead, sir.
It's also like the, if I may, cross-examination.
Kan, sir. There you go.
You know what I mean?
Kan.
They ask you those questions to hear the other side of the story.
Kan.
That this witness is true. They're going to interrogate you the same way.
Damn right, sir. Damn right. Kan, sir. That's absolutely what he's doing. You understand? Keep going.
Verse 52. So when they were put asunder from
one from another,
he called one of them and said unto him, "Oh, thou that art waxen old in wickedness, now thy sins which thou hast committed aforetime are come to light."
He said, "Oh, you that wax old in wickedness, the sins that you have done aforetime are now coming to light." They've been doing this. Susanna ain't the first sister that they pulled this on. They've been, hey, look, man, you better, and sister's been giving in to him. Keep going.
For thou hast pronounced false judgment, and thou hast condemned the innocent, and hast let the guilty go free. Albeit the Lord said, the innocent and the righteous shalt thou not slay.
Right. They've been perverting judgment. You understand? Somebody then came with a court case. Man, this brother committed adultery with me. He didn't committed adultery on me. Him and my wife. The adulterer and adulteress would get their ass some money, and then he'd be like, nah, man, I don't see it. I don't get it. They perverted judgment like that. You understand? These dudes was evil. Keep going.
Now then, if thou hast seen her, tell me, under what tree sawest thou them company together? Who answered? Under a mastic tree?
Right. Daniel said, okay, y'all, you seen them commit adultery? Well, what tree was it under? Oh, it was a mastic tree. Remember, they in a garden. You understand? They in a large vineyard. You understand? Of a rich man's house. So what tree did you see them company each other in? Oh, the mastic tree. Watch what Daniel said. Keep going.
And Daniel said, very well, thou hast lied against thine own head. For even now the angel of God hath received the sentence of God to cut thee in two.
Right. Daniel know he lying. He knew they was lying from the beginning. But he like, all right, the mastic tree, right? Okay, the Lord finna deal with you. Watch this. Keep going.
So he put him aside and commanded to bring the other, and said unto him, O thou seed of Canaan, and not of Judah.
Why is he saying he's from the seed of Canaan and not of Judah, this other judge? Why is he saying that? You gonna take it? Go ahead.
What because they're acting like heathens.
Damn right. Damn right. That's exactly what it is. You understand? For him to call him the seed of Canaan is damn near calling him a bastard or MF or you dirty mother. You understand? That's he basically just cussed him out in court. You understand? Keep going.
Beauty hath deceived thee,
Mm-hmm.
and lust hath perverted thine heart.
Remember, we just read in Ecclesiasticus, the 9th chapter. Many have been deceived by the beauty of a woman, and their destruction came from being deceived. Keep going.
Thus have ye dealt with the daughters of Israel,
Mm-hmm.
and they for fear companied with you.
Did you hear what Daniel just said? Read that again from the top.
Thus have ye dealt with the daughters of Israel,
Mm-hmm.
and they for fear companied with you.
They've been laying with other men's wives because these sisters were scared of these judges. They gave in to them. This what type of freaky stuff that these dudes had going on before Susanna. Keep going.
But the daughter of Judah would not abide your wickedness.
But Susanna, she was different. You understand? She was righteous. This was a daughter of Zion. She didn't care about how much power y'all had. She wasn't scared of you. She would fear the Lord more than you. Keep going.
Now therefore tell me, under what tree did thou take them company together?
Mm-hmm.
Who answered, under an home tree.
Under what?
Under an home tree.
That ain't the same tree. The first brother said. Keep going.
Then said Daniel unto him, thou also lied against thine own head.
Mm-hmm.
For the angel of God waiteth with the sword to cut thee in two, that he may destroy you.
Mm-hmm.
With that, all the assembly cried aloud with a loud voice, and praised God, who saved them that trust in him.
Man, look, they clapped it up and praised to the Lord when they seen what Daniel just did. They was like, oh, Most High in Christ, this sister's not guilty. Daniel, you got to the bottom of it, man. Praise the Lord that saved the ones who trust in him. You understand? They had to give it up to God, because if it wasn't for the Lord, Daniel wouldn't have had that spirit on him to go out and make sure that this sister got a fair trial for them to get to the bottom of it, to overthrow these wicked judges over the nation of Israel. Keep going.
And they arose against the two elders,
Mm-hmm.
for Daniel had convicted them of false witness by their own mouth.
Mm-hmm. Keep going.
And according to the law of Moses, they did unto them in such sort as they maliciously intended to do with their neighbor.
Mm-hmm.
And they put them to death.
Mm-hmm.
Thus, the innocent blood was saved the same day.
Right. These brothers got their judgment according to the law of Moses, and they was put to death for trying to put this sister to death because she wouldn't commit adultery with them. Keep going.
Therefore, Chelcias and his wife praised God for their daughter, Susanna,
right,
with Jehoiakim, her husband, and all the kindred, because there was no dishonest found in her.
Right. They praised the Lord for their daughter, that she was a righteous sister. You understand? That she was a good daughter. You understand? Because there was no dishonesty found in her. Remember, she just went to trial. You understand? And lost trial the first time, and they immediately had a retrial. You understand? And she beat the case.
Right.
You understand? And now when she got off on that and they found no dishonesty in her, they praised the Lord for their daughter, for her being a righteous sister that they raised up with the laws of Moses. You understand? You want to say something, sir?
Yeah, if I may. And one thing that also stands out to me is the righteousness of our laws.
Right.
Because in America, it's a lot of women that lie on men and say they you know what I mean?
Come.
And try to get these brothers locked up.
Right.
Then the case gets revealed that it didn't happen that way.
Right.
they should immediately be charged the time that he was going to get.
Damn right.
If he was found guilty.
Damn
you know
right.
What I mean?
Damn right.
Because that's what they did with them. They said, "Oh, you try to get her killed, now y'all got to get killed." They were just going to try to get her arrested for a couple years, and they would have got a couple years.
Right.
You try to get her head knocked off, y'all got to get your head knocked off.
Man. Yeah.
That's
damn right.
justice, you know
Damn right. Damn right. Damn right. Get out of one hand. Now you absolutely correct, sir. And just to piggyback off of your point too, like when you like how you said, sir, our laws, it speaks to the righteousness of our laws. When you look at America, you understand? Was Emmett Till exonerated? He was exonerated. Yeah. You understand?
After that,
the lady was still alive, correct? Right, sir?
So.
She was still alive. Right. You understand? They were supposed to put that broad to death.
Right.
You understand? I wouldn't even say give her life in prison. They were supposed to put her to death. How he got put to death? You understand? Right. Who else was exonerated? Dang, I'm trying to think. Somebody else that was famous was exonerated for the same thing. Go ahead, sir.
Well, I don't know if it was the same, but it was a boxer.
Joe Jackson, John Johnson, or something like that.
Right.
He was. Oh yeah, but yeah, yep. He was exonerated, and I think that's what I was talking about. He was exonerated for what? They got him for like pimping or something like that.
Well, it's called white slavery. He was driving with white women.
Right.
Other states, they call it white slavery, which would be what they used for pimping and panning.
Oh, back then?
Even though he just had girlfriends that were white.
Wow.
And they put that charge on him.
Wow. You understand? That the evilness of the oppressor, you understand? He took our laws, perverted them to his liking, you understand? And now you got the corrupt system of America, you understand? Right. Read that last verse for me, Bubba Kashaw.
From that day forth was Daniel had in great reputation in the sight of the people.
Right, because Daniel understood the law, Daniel kept the law, Daniel respected the law. You understand? And you got to think about it too. Daniel lived in the Babylonian captivity. He was essentially a slave. You understand? But he still kept the law. He kept his integrity. He didn't do what those wicked judges did by perverting judgments or essentially basically doing what Christians do today, acting like they live out the law or talking a good talk about loving God, but meanwhile they doing wicked SA acts behind closed doors. They basically extorting the black community for millions of dollars, you understand, with lies that the Lord is going to forgive you for your sins. Just keep sinning and keep paying me tithes money. You understand? That's evil as hell. Anybody else want to say anything on it? No, nothing to say. All right, with that being said, I'm gonna go in there and end it. Yabba Shimmy Al Shah Brak a thumb to the brothers. Yabba Shamal a thumb by Shimmy Al Shah to the sisters. The water they all for rocking out with us. Shalom.